Welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, in last video I have discussed about what array list, right? So how we are going to use insert the primitive data into the array list, correct? So I hope you have seen this video, right? Previous video. So this is the series of that video only, right? So already I mentioned. So we are going to what series of the collection. So this is the next video for previous video, so that we can say continuation video for last video. So this is part of what 6. Okay, so in this video they already I mentioned you last video. So coming video I will discuss how we are going to insert the object data instead of primitive. So we have discussed completely how we are going to insert the primitive data in last video, but in this video we'll completely discuss how we are going to insert the what object data. If you want to insert object data into array list, so first we should have object data, right? That's why you will create some object, right? So you may take employee, a student, product, payment, anything, because you know very well, right? So in the project so many what objects you may have, right? So on the object only you are going to perform the operation as per array list, right? Or any thing, right? Not only array list, as per requirement we can say. But as of now we are discussing array list. That's I'm going to tell you. So how we are going to insert the object data in the array list. So guys, our requirement is what? So just I will define here first what is requirement. So guys, so this is array list insertion object data into the array list, right? Insertion, you can like that. So our motto is what? How we going to insert the object data into array list. Okay. So suppose that if you will have object, right? So first you will have suppose any employee class or whatever. Suppose if you have employee class, suppose you should have employee class, and employee class you should have some fields, right? Some fields in sense, suppose you will have employee ID or you will have employee name, right? Suppose these two fields you should have, right? Right? Or corresponding suppose other classes, right? Suppose if you have a student class, so corresponding you will have some field, right? So a student ID, so S ID you can see here, or S name of the what? S name, they belong to the student name. Suppose these two fields you will have in these two what respective class, employee class and what a student class. So guys, these two are the fields only, right? Fields only, correct? These two are the fields. Same way in this case also you have what? Two fields, right? That one SID and S name. Okay. So guys, for that purpose what you need to see, first you need to create the employee class and student class. Okay, then we are going to insert that object in respective array list and we are going to print the result. That is our guys requirement. So requirement of this video, guys, I am not doing so many things, only I will what? Insert object data along with primitive as well. Okay, but we know, right? So it automatically auto converted, right? So that's why I will explain how we are going to insert the object data into array list and how we are going to print this result. This is the main agenda of the video. Because why I'm explaining this thing, so in the project most of the time this work only we are doing, only we are going to perform object data, right? Correct guys? So we'll start, right? So guys, first what we need to do, so we need to open our Eclipse ID. So already I've opened here. Okay, so after opening the Eclipse ID, what I have told you, first I need to create what? Two class, right? Two objects. So first I am going to create what? Employee class. So class emp. Okay, just done, right? So in this employee class, guys, already I mentioned you should have two fields. First int eid, okay, and second guy string ename, right? Suppose these two fields we have, right guys? These two fields we have in this employee class, right guys? So guys, a part of this, please concentrate guys. So what I'm going to explain, very important. So same thing we are also doing in the project. Okay, so many candidates, so many people doesn't know. So how we are going to insert the object data in the array list. Okay, so guys, if you are going to insert this object into array list, okay, so during object creation guys, during object creation I want to initialize the value, correct? Suppose what is the EID of respective employee, means what is the employee ID of the respective employee, what is the employee name of respective employee. That means guys, what will come to know, so during object creation I want to initialize the value of the object. Yes or no? Completely yes. So during object creation, which part will be executed guys? During object creation, which part will be executed guys? Yes, so definitely constructor, right? During object creation, which part will be executed? Constructor only. So guys, we need to create constructor here. We need to create constructor here guys. So guys, we need to create constructor for these two fields. So we will have source, right? Under this you can see here generate constructor using fields. Come here, see these two constructor you need generate, right? So once you will see these two fields generated, right? These two fields generated, correct? Correct guys? So constructor generated for these two fields. So during object creation we need initialize the value, correct? So guys, that's part we need, right? Right? So I hope you understood that. So this one class we have done, right? So next class we'll create guys, suppose a student, right? Same thing we'll do guys. Just come here, we'll create a student, right? Just enter. So see, we can see a student also created. Guys, same way we need to create these two fields, right? So int SID means student ID and string what? As name means guys a student name, right? So these two fields we have created. So what I have mentioned in the employee class, same as it is in this class also guys. So during object creation we want to initialize the value, that's why which part will be executed, right? So constructor only, correct? Constructor only. So we are going to create what? Constructor for these two fields. So already I mentioned you need to come into source and so you can see here generate constructor using fields, create there, right? And generate, see you can see here. So this is created, right? So guys, so now our what? Student class also completed with all the what? All the requirement, right? As per requirement we have created the student class as well. So guys, see, so employee class and student class we have created. So what was the main motto, guys? Already I mentioned you. So insert these two fields, of two different objects, right? So we are going to insert, right? So where we need to insert? So guys, for that purpose we should have one more class, right? We should have one more class. We come here and just create one class. The class name, guys, suppose array list example 2. Last video I have discussed 1, so in this here example 2. In this class we should have one main method. That's why I have clicked public static environment and just finish. Correct? So guys, see, so our class has created. Correct? As of now, I think you don't have any confusion, right? I hope, but definitely it should not be, right? So guys, see, after doing this thing, so our main motto is what? What we have created these two objects, employee class object and what? Student class object. These two class object we are going to insert in the array list, right? In this class we need to insert the object data, right? So first we should have object data. So already we have object data, right? So guys, so just create what? Array list, right? And al equals to, you can put new array list, right? We have created, done. See guys, if you see any error, only import error, so it's required what? Java retailer array list. That's why error was showing. So now after importing, error has removed. Okay. So guys, see, now our game is started. So guys, see, what I need to do? We need to insert our object data into array list. So already we have created array list object al. So al dot we know very well. So in array class, in array list, right, class we have one method that is called add method, right? So we call this first add method. So what you are going to add? What the thing you are going to add? So you will have what? One employee class and one student class. So we are going to insert first employee class. So we are going to create, so new employee, right? See, this class we have created. So int eid, employee id, and ename, right? So that's why guys. So guys, that's why I have told you while creating the employee class we have created constructor, right? So initialize during object creation. See, we are creating the object, right? As of now, while we are going to add this employee object, we are creating the employee object, right? So what I have told you, I mentioned in that time, right? So during object creation, if you need to initialize the value, during object creation, if you need initialize the object value, that's where we are going to get constructor. Guys, so many beginners doesn't know where we need to use constructor. Only they are what? Know the definition of constructor. Only they know the definition of constructor, but they don't know what is the exact place where we are going to use the constructor. So I have told you guys. So while object creation, if you need to initialize the value of the object, that's why we are going to create the constructor. I hope you understood, guys. See guys, what I'm going to explain is very basic term I'm explaining. So if you will concentrate entire video, don't skip any place, guys. If you will see very carefully entire video, so you will learn so many things, right guys? Okay, so now let's move. So what I have told you guys, so we are going to initialize the what value of the object now. So first guys, so what is the one minute guys. So what I have told you, so new amp, right? So what is the value of what id here? You just put 100. And what is the name of the employee. Suppose name of the employee is John. What? Name of the employee is John, right? This is get first employee object inserted. Correct? I have understood, right? Same way, guys, we are going to insert next object, right? So add, you will have what object, that is a student, right? So guys, same way we are going to create what, a student object, and we need to initialize the corresponding object value as well. So guys, what our class name, a student, right? So it is checking a student, you need to write a student, then it will come, right? A student came, right? So initialize the value. So initialize the value means, guys, just put 101, that ID is, ID is 101, and a student name is what, put Goldie. So guys, this is the what, name of the student, Goldie, and the ID is 101. Correct? So guys, along with these two object, okay, I will insert some other object as well. Suppose a string. So al dot add, suppose you have a string, right? So that way, suppose I am giving Amit. Correct? Right, guys? See, if you need some primitive value, right? So al dot add integer, right? So I'm going to add here integer 10. Correct? And guys, also we know very well, right? So else also allow the null insertion, right? So al dot add, right? And if you're going to give null as well. Correct? So till now, I hope you don't have any confusion, right? You don't have any confusion. Correct, guys? Correct. So guys, one thing now I will discuss here. After writing all these things, writing means what? After inserting all the things. So we have inserted an object, then integer, right? A string, then null value, right? Now our main motto is how we need to print this data, right? How we are going to print this data, correct? Simply get, if you are going to print data, we will go with what? System dot, I will write here what? Sysout, right? Sysout, and we are going to print the al, right? So al is the object where we have inserted all the data, right? So guys, we know very well, and also I have discussed in last video. So internally array list called the what? ToString method, guys. Yes or no? It's called the ToString method. Guys, yes or no? So whenever you print array list internally, it's using ToString method. In last video already I have told you. So whenever you call ToString method, it is executed for every object, guys. It is executed for every object. Means what? Employee object, student object, then this string, then integer, and it's what? Null. So it will execute for every object, not single. Already have discussed this thing. So this also confusion for so many candidates. So don't confuse, guys. Once you're going to print the al, so internally it called the ToString method. Correct? And ToString method is executed for every object. For every object. Guys, I will explain one thing here. One point here. Please keep in mind. Okay, so what is point, guys? So guys, see, ToString method is called for employee class, a student class, yes or no, a string class, and integer class. Correct? What I have told you, guys? So ToString method is called for employee class, a student class, a string, and the integer. Correct? But guys, please concentrate, please be focused. But in employee class and a student class, do we have any ToString method? Guys, show me. I will go here. See, in employee class or a student class, I created one student class, right? These two class. Tell me, do we have any ToString method? Will be executed? Means what? Means, guys, parent class ToString method will execute, right? If you don't have any twisting method in this class, that means what? Parent class twisting method will be executed. So guys, so which is the parent class of employee class? Which is the parent class of employee class, guys? Guess. Object class only. So for by default, every class of parent class is object class only. Right? So object class to a string method will be executed. Right? So for a student class and employee class, for these two classes, parent class is object class. So what is the to string method of object class that will execute for here? Got it? So if we will have not to string method in respective object this class, so if parent class is object class, so parent class to string method will execute, and that it will give the output guide class name at the rate of hash code. It will not print the content of the object. What I told you, if the object class to string method will execute, that means it will give the output as a what? Class name at the rate of hash code, not the what? Content of the object. Correct? So we can see guys. So how the output is coming? Then you will come to know, yes Amit, what you are going to explain, it is 100% correct. So guys, without wasting time, first I will let run the application. We'll go here, Java application, right? Done. See what we can see here, guys. What we can see here. So already I mentioned you what? Class name at the rate of what? Hash code. Coming or not? EMP is a class name at the rate of hash code, right? A student at the rate of hash code. So these two class, guys, employee class, a student class, we don't have the twisting method. So by default, the parent class of this two class is object class. In object class, what we have the twisting method, it will give response as a class name at the rate of hash code. Right? So guys, we will get the problem to see the output, right? Guys, we will get here the problem to see the output when we insert object data. See guys, if you are inserting here string or wrapper class object, so we don't have any issue. We can see here Amit 10 null, right? We are able to see the output, but where we are getting the issue to see the output, only object, right? Only object, employee object and student object. But I don't want hash code there. I don't want to see the hash code. Then we can print the data by using which concept. If I don't want see the hash code, then we can print the data by using a for each loop, right? Then we're going to use the for each loop. So how we're going to, guys, we can use the for each loop. So this thing now I am going to explain. Please watch carefully what I am going to explain here. See guys. So guys, see, I am taking for each loop for. In that guy, you know, so many guys know very well. So who doesn't know, please concentrate here. Right, first column. So after the column, right side, we need to write where we have the object. So as of now, all objects we have in array list, right? So just put array list, right? We have array list, right? Now this left side, guys. This left side, what we need to write? What we need to write? So guys, see, please concentrate, please be focused, guys. Repeatedly I am telling you what I am going to explain is very important. Very important, guys. See guys, so in array list AL, in AL, guys, contains what type of data, guys? AL contains what type of data? It contains, guys, one type of or different type of data? Tell me. So AL contains one type of data or different type of data? Obviously, it is containing different types of data. Some object data, some string data, some what? Primitive data. Right? Guys, yes or no? Yes. So guys, so how to hold different type of data? Tell me, how to hold different type of data? So that's why we need to use object class object, right? We need to see, we need to use object class, right? Which holds different type of objects. That's why we need to write here object. Object. Got it? Guy, I hope you understood it. So it holds different type of data, right? Correct. Different type of data. So already we have object in the AL, but object O, why we have written here? Because it holds different types of data. Because we have some string data, some object data, some primitive, some null, right? We don't have same type of data, different type of data. That's why it holds the object class, right? Okay. So guys, a object class holds different type of object. Yes or no? Here, object class hold the different types of object. Then we need to check, guys. Excuse me. If object class holds the different type of object, okay, then we need to check type of the object. Type of the object means, guys, we have imply object, we have a student object, we have a string object, we have integer object, we have null object, right? So we have different type of object. So before printing the content of the object, we should know type of the object. Correct? We need to check the type of the object. Yes or no? Completely yes. To check the type of the object, we will use one operator. That operator name is instance of. What? Instance of operator, right? I will write the code and then you will come to know, right? See guys. So guys, see, if I am going to check the type of the object. So if we have object, right? Instance of what? Which type of object? Guys, employee, right? So we are checking if our object belongs to employee, right? If our object belongs to employee, if object class contains employee, execute this block. Execute this block. Yes or no, guys? What I told you? If our object class contains employee object, then what? Execute this block. So guys, how we are going to execute? So guys, for that purpose, I am writing C. First, you need to what? Typecast object class to employee class. Correct? So you have objected, then we have employee, right? EMP. Correct? You know very well how we are going to typecast, guys. Then we are going to store in where? EMP E, right? You just come here. We are going to typecast, right? So we are going to convert object class to employee class. Correct? Then we are going to print. So how are we going to print? We know very well, right? Sys out. So guys, what need to write in sys out? So already we have the object in the E, right? So E dot eid, right? E dot eid, then plus you can write again what? E dot e name, right? E dot e name. Correct? So guys, it will print the what? Imply object. First it will check, guys. First it will check what? Type of the object, right? Type of the object. Then it will check what? After checking the type, it will what? Convert our object to employee, because we are going to print the employee object, right? That's why we have this typecasting. Correct? We have done this typecasting, right? This thing, guys, typecasting. Okay? Typecasting. Correct? Okay guys, so I hope you understood. This is the for employee object. Same way guys, we need to do for what? We need to do for tell me student object as well. Student object as well. Just copy this and paste here. So employee, instead of employee we need to write a student, right? A student, right? And then this place also we need to write a student only, right? In this place also we have to write this student only, correct? Because we are going to check type and what? Typecasting. First we are going to check the type of this object, then you're going to what? Typecasting. Then guys, what you need to do? You need to do print here, right? So s dot sid, yes, s dot sid. Then guys, we are going to what? Print the s name, right? S dot s name. So due to this we are going to print the what? Our student object as well, right? Okay. So guys, now what we have? We have a string, right? So guys, already I mentioned you, and also you have seen, right? So once you're going to run the application, so only object class, right? Only object class we are able to see the what? Class name at the rate of hash code, correct? But a string class, integer and null, we don't have any type checking, right? So guys, only what we are going to see here. So what you can do, you can write this thing, right? So first we are going to check a string, right? So object belongs to a string or not, because we have this field, guys, a string. You are going to check a string, right? So guys, here typecasting required or not? Not required guys, because wrapper class directly return the data, means directly return the content of the object. So that's why directly I'm going to print what? Object. Sys out, right? And you're going to print the object only, correct? Same way guys, we are going to print the for what? Integer. Wrapper class object, right? Come here, and this time you need to write a string. Instead of string we need to write integer, right? Because we have seen here at 10, that is integer guy, right? So also this place guy, we no need to what? Typecasting needed. Only what? We are going to print our object, right guys? This is this integer one, guys. Last one, null. So guys, I am telling you one thing here. See, if you are copying this thing, just to copy this thing, come here. See guys, so if you are going to give here null, so guys, it will show the null pointer exception. It will show the null pointer exception. If you will give null pointer exception, means what? If you want to check null object, you need to check double operator, double equal to operator. No need to say instance of operator. That's why guys, I am going to use here what? Instead of instance of, you're going to use double equal to. Okay, null. Then it will print our what? Sys out of the respective object. Okay. I hope you understood it. So guys, this thing you have done, right? If you're going to print the object data, so that means you need to perform this thing, correct? Because in object class, whatever two string methods are there, it will print the class name at the rate of hash code. But you need to check, okay, we're going to print this information, content of the data. We need to check first what? Type of the object, okay? Then we're going to typecasting corresponding respective object, correct? So guys, now let's run the application. We'll see the result. See guys, earlier we are not able to see result, right? Earlier we are not able to see the result, correct? See, class name at the rate of hash code, same thing. But see, after implementing this thing, what you can see here, 100 John, 101 Goldie, Amit 10 null, right? So guys, with this example, what you understood. So if you're going to print object data, okay, that time you need to write in that way, correct? You need to write in that way, only you will going to print the object data, right? So guys, simply this example, right? Simply this example are confirms that collection are not type safe. What we understood, guys? What we understood? So collection are not type safe. Correct? Collection are not type safe. Why not type safe, guys? Because collection contains heterogeneous data, not one type of data, guys. Collection not contain one type of data. It contains what? Different type of data. That is called heterogeneous. But array is, guys, type safe. Array is, guys, type safe. Okay, so I can write here collection is, guys, collection is not what? Type safe. Correct? Collection is, guys, not type safe. Due to, guys, you need to know, right? Why? So due to collection is not type safe due to it contains, it holds what? Heterogeneous data, right? Heterogeneous data, or you can say different type of data. Different type of data, right? What we have seen very well, right? But guys, array is type separate. Type safe. Why? Because what? Because array holds what? Homogeneous data. Means what? Same type of data. Same type of data. Good. Just like I see int array, right? Int array. That means it belongs to what? Int array, right? In data, you can see, right? In data. Right? If you'll see here float, right? That is, guys, float data, right? Float data, right? So guys, you'll come to know collection is not type safe due to it holds heterogeneous data or different type of data. Array is type safe. Why? Because array holds homogeneous data or same type of data, just like int array, in data, float data. Right, guys? So guys, so what about the collection? What about the collection? It's not type safe because in our example, right, array list contains one type of data or different type of data, guys. As per our coding, right, you can see here. So array list contain different type of data, right? Not the same type of data, right? Correct? So if collection are not type safe, guys, if collection are not type safe, means what? It's problem what? So what problem in collection, guys? If collection is not type safe, collection is not type safe. So which problem is happening, guys? So we will have two problems, right? If collection is not type safe, what the problem? If collection is not type safe, so what problem we have? Problem number first, guys. We are going to check the type checking, right? We are doing type checking, right? Type checking. This is the first problem, type checking. And second problem, guys, what? Type casting. Right? Type casting. This should not be do, right? This should not be do. So this, due to these two issues, collection is not type safe. Correct? Collection is not type safe. Guys, see, if collection contains different type of data, so while reading the data, right, you can see here. So if collection contains, this means what? Collection contains different type of data. So while reading the data, right? So while reading the data, right, we need to go object class, right? Definitely, if you are going to read the object data, we need to go object class. First, need to check type of the object, and corresponding need to check type casting for respective object. Then only read and print we can perform, right? Then only we can read and print the respective object data. Correct, guys? I hope you understood, right? I hope you understood. Correct? So guys, this is the problem in what? Array list. Correct? Or collection. Correct? This is the problem of collection, guys, because it is not what? Type safe. So guys, so what is the requirement? We have to provide a type safe. So collection is not type safe, guys. So what is the requirement, guys? We have to provide to the type safe to the collection. So guys, to provide a type safe to the collection, we have one concept. That concept is known as generics. What, guys? Generics. Okay, so generic provide type safe to the collection. Generics provides the type safe to the collection. Once we provide a type safe to the collection, then collection also it's okay. Yes or no? Once we provide a type safe to the collection, then collection also it's okay, guys. So guys, what we have seen here, if collection is not type safe, we have to face two problems: type checking and type casting. To make type safe to the collection, what? To make type safe to the collection, need to use generic concept. What? Generic concept, which we'll discuss, guys, in next video. So when I'm going to use generics, so then these two problems, okay, resolved automatically. We no need to check type checking. We no need to do especially checking the type casting. With the help of generics, these two issues will auto resolved. Okay, guys. So guys, this is a complete video. So what is the type safe and how collection is not type safe? If collection is not type safe, so how we're going to do and what are things we need to do? So in next video, guys, I will explain if collection is not type safe, so how we're going to make collection is a type safe with the help of generic concept. We'll explain very briefly in next video. With the help of generics, this problem will sort out. So guys, thank you. This is complete video of these two issues and how we're going to resolve. In next video I will discuss. Okay, so if you like this video, guys, please like, do comment, click notification button, share among your friends, subscribe my YouTube channel, because it will boost my motivation. So I will bring so many videos in front of you, and with this video you will get more benefited while you are implementing the anything related to this stuff, or while you're going to give an interview or your knowledge seek. In both the way you will get more benefited. That's why. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. We'll meet in next video very soon.